Alright, everybody, welcome to the Mother Series Marathon. Starting off, we have a race with TheTerrificTracy and not Jacoby, Sharpless. Uh, uh, so yeah, I'm gonna mute. I'm Brooke. I put this whole thing together. If you have any complaints, which you will, because this marathon was put together very quickly, put them towards me. Uh, so So I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna let the runners do their thing. We got Jacoby on commentary. This is gonna be a great time.
Hello? Hello?
Alright, my friend. Go on ahead, do your thing.
Let's welcome everyone to the Mother Series Marathon, the first run of the race, or first race of the marathon. We got a run race between Tracy and Sharpless in Earthbound Beginnings. So yeah, first game in the Mother Series, as you might know, also referred to as Earthbound Beginnings and Earthbound Zero. We shall just get it going, I guess, as soon as possible. If we can get a countdown. And we're off. Right, so yeah, this is Earthbound Beginnings, but these fellows are no beginners. So Tracy's been running this game for like many years and has done a lot for the community of this game. I mean, a lot of tutorials and stuff. And also Sharpless has been running this game for a long time, but mainly on the GBA version. So I've actually not seen him play this version, which is the NES version, that often. So I'll be interested to see how that goes. Right, so yeah, first of all, in this game, first two fights, they're going to be fighting the lamp and the doll. Both of them are kind of really easy fights, don't need to worry about dying, they're just basically scripted, essentially. Yeah, just changing text speed there to 5, because text can move really slow in this game unless you change it there. Yeah, this game can be kind of weird for races. I mean, I don't think there's ever been a race in this game, so this should be very interesting to see. It's a very volatile game with a lot of the RNG, but also there's many parts in the game where you might not even be sure who's ahead and who's not, because there's a lot of grinding for money and XP. And yeah, in this game you cannot see how much money you have, like on you. You gotta after you fight enemies, you gotta go get it from an ATM afterwards. Similar to how you get the money in Earthbound. So yeah, the beginning of this game, so there's two main grinds in this game where you're just grinding for either money or XP. The first grind here at the beginning of the game, they're going to be grinding for $500. Also getting XP along the way, although it's not like the most important thing ever. So yeah, getting 500 can take a while, but you can get $500 a lot quicker if you get the right enemies. There's a bunch of different enemies you can get in the beginning grinding area. It can be as bad as centipedes, which only give you $1 and 1 XP, or it can be like hippies, which give you $35 and I think like 6 XP, 7, something like that. Just a lot of good stuff. So it can really just be like the difference between a really fast run and a really slow run. So the main thing here is the hippies. The hippies give you a lot of stuff. Yeah, they got a lot of juice there from their sister, and that is because they needed the juice to get through the grinding more efficiently. Alright, so first they're gonna go into the basement to get some things that are of importance, such as the great-grandfather's diary, bread, which isn't like the most important thing ever, but it helps, and a bat, which especially helps because they need the damage for the grind. Okay, so right away, Sharpless got a rat in the basement. So preferably, you don't want to get the rats because, well, actually, sometimes you do. So basically, the major hump of this beginning grind. Oh, he's actually okay. Yeah, he's going for the rats. So the beginning grind here, you want to get to level 3 because being level 2 is very dangerous. If you're grinding in the usual area, it's like the most like lucrative, I guess, where the hippies are outside. You could grind out there at level 3, but it's very dangerous. You could die pretty easily. So instead, it looks like Sharpless is going to grind level 3 in the basement on the rats, which takes a little bit longer, but is a lot safer. It gives you less of a chance of, or basically like no chance of dying, I mean. Okay, so right away, Tracy going outside, getting a hippie. That's exactly what I like to see. Although it is very dangerous, this hippie does have a lot of HP and can potentially kill Ninten, but the good thing about hippies is that they have a lot of moves besides attacking. They can like they can do a lot of things. They have like a dead turn, like there the hippie was meditating, or they can increase their offense, which is actually pretty bad. You don't want that, but I guess it is a dead turn in a way. All right, Tracy getting through though, that's really good. $35 in the bank. Yeah, hippies can also increase Ninten's offense as well. It's pretty interesting. That's like the best thing that can happen. And snakes, they're pretty, I guess mid-tier. They're okay, I guess. I think they give like $10. I don't know, I can't remember. They're like $8, something like that. It can also drop a magic herb. I think all the drops in this game are either like 1 in 8 or 1 in 16. I apologize for my lack of knowledge. But like, yeah, every single enemy that drops item in this game is consistent, as opposed to like in Earthbound where there's like some 1 in 128 drops, some that are like 1 in 64. And it can drop a magic herb, which you can either use to heal for like 30 HP or you can sell it for $15. It's just up to the runner. Okay, so I believe it's 30 XP to get to level 3, I believe, so Sharpless should be getting there right now. After this fight. There we go, so now he's probably gonna move outside to get the potential of hippies and stuff. I think I saw Tracy run away from a fight, potentially. I think they've ran away from fights before because some fights are just really dangerous if you're like low on HP, because they got a Wally fight, and Wallies are like pretty scary because they attack a lot and they're basically as strong as hippies. Sharpless getting a dog, that's like $10 for XP, that's a pretty decent one. Now Tracy got the absolute worst enemy you can possibly get is the crow. It's really bad because so first of all, it has a lot of HP, so it takes a while to kill it, and also it only gives you $4, which is like not much at all. And on top of all of that, it can also take your items, such as the juice, which the crow just took away 1 juice. So it can take away like, yeah, any consumable you have and be very unfortunate, very annoying. It's not what you like to see. So I can't say personally that I could have maybe brought up like 2 calculators to get an idea of where these runners are. I'm sure that both of them have their own calculators because it's pretty important, unless you have like really good memory and stuff, keep track of all the money you're getting to know whether or not you're good to get them. Because yeah, $500 you're trying to get here is to get the wooden bat from the store, which is very necessary. Makes you do like a good bit of damage to get through a lot of places. Tracy getting another crow. Sharpless getting a centipede. Probably, well, it's kind of tough to like say whether the centipede or the crow is worse, because like centipede gives only $1 and 1 XP. Crow is $4, 3 XP, but crow just sucks for other reasons too. Okay, we got. I think that Sharpless is first hippie. It's very cool. I'm trying my best to do play-by-play commentary with encounters because there's not a whole lot going on with this beginning part of the game. Okay, Tracy got another hippie. That's very good. Hippies, I mean, hippies are just very hype, so you gotta get excited for that. Sharpless just got another one. He's only on 13 HP though. It's kind of scary. Should be fine though. Statistically, hippies should like never kill you, to be honest. Just because they have like, yeah, like as you can see there, like the hippie just kept meditating on Sharpless's screen. Okay, so this game, interesting bit of trivia, whatever. In this game, you can actually name your characters more than one letter and not lose time because your names are printed at the exact same speed regardless of the length, which is very cool. I think Tracy probably would have named their character Tracy regardless, because the marathon and it's cool to do that. But even then, you could just like do it in a PB attempt too and not lose any time, and that's really cool. Fraser are we just getting, how many hippies have we gotten in like the past minute? I kind of zoned out. Seeing nothing but hippie right now. It's beautiful. Alright, so Sharpless is pretty ahead on XP, but I don't know if that's to say that they're also ahead on money. Because they did a lot of rat farming, which I think is good for XP, maybe not for money. So it's kind of weird because of that. Yeah, I mean, Sharpless has gotten like a few hippies, so don't doubt they might be at least close in money, if not ahead. Okay, Tracy going up against Wally, but they're should be fine. At this point in the game, should be fine against the Wally with that much HP. Wallies give $20 for the second best enemy behind hippies, so those are also a pretty good thing to see. Okay, so yeah, one pretty interesting thing to note. So yeah, so this is the NES version. This version is not that popular with speedrunners, which I think is a shame because it's pretty interesting. Oh, it's kind of good, but it's mainly the main thing is that it's just interesting. So it's also non-manip in this category because in this game we have the differentiation between manip and non-manip because it makes a huge difference, and also manip can just make this a lot less enjoyable. So typically, or yeah, all the time in this sort of category, you'll just be doing non-manip. But in the GBA version, there's not really that much of a separation between manipulation, RNG manipulation, and non-manip, because just the runners prefer it. Because you can like manipulate this entire beginning section in the GBA version to get like a bunch of hippies, known as hippie manippy. Very cool strategy. Make this go by like a lot faster and more consistently, because this can be very annoying to have to like do so many runs and have to just hope you get the right enemies. It can make like a huge difference. It's quite a volatile sort of time save. Because yeah, the manipulation on the NES version right here can get kind of crazy. It can save like over 40 minutes. There's a lot of interesting strategies. Yeah, some points you gotta like go back inside the house to heal, which Tracy's doing right now. Although preferably you don't want to do that. You want to. I didn't see if Tracy got because you want to. You want to grind for life up after level 3 every single. So like every single time like the moves you learn in this game. You don't learn them immediately after leveling up. After you level up, every single fight that you're in, whether you run away from it or if you beat the enemy, it gives you a 1 in 4 chance of learning the move. So the move that they wanted to learn after level 3 was Life Up, which is very important for this grind because it makes it so you don't have to go back inside and heal. You can just heal outside instead. Gives you like 30 HP. Sometimes it just takes forever to get it, and you just like don't get it at all. So you're like forced to go back inside to heal. I don't know if that was the case with Tracy there. Maybe they just ran out of psychic points. Another hippie on Sharpless's screen. Yeah, the only scary part of this grind is like probably pre-level 3, maybe like a little bit after level 3. But after that, there's like no way you're gonna die unless you do something like ridiculously risky. Which is not necessary. So next level, level 5, I believe is 125 XP, and it's also around that point in which runners should also have enough money for the bet. So you don't need to get level 5 after this area, you just need the $500. Your XP is not relevant for here, but some people do prefer to just make sure they have the XP, because next after this, they're going to be going to Graveyard, and in Graveyard you want to grind to level 6. So it's like overall probably better to just wait until Graveyard to grind level 6 since the enemies are like a lot better, give more XP. But also it's more safe to be level 5 in the Graveyard because enemies there can kill you for sure. Another hippie down on Tracy's screen. So another thing about the dog Sharpless is fighting right now. The dog can give a random drop. The dog can drop a flea bag, which severely weakens an enemy that you use it on, which is really important because in this speedrun you actually don't really fight any bosses at all except for like Starman Jr. and the Dragon's like the very end of the game and it's basically just cheesed. The only like boss fight that you're like really worried about is Starman Jr. It's like one of the biggest reset points. And if you get the flea bag from the dog, it can make that fight a million times easier because Starman Jr. Doesn't do that much attack anymore, and also he's very vulnerable to your attacks. You just kill him pretty easily. Usually, sometimes it actually doesn't work. Sometimes the flea bag fails. Yeah, I was hoping for some hype flea bag drop. It's not too late though. Maybe one has dropped for one of the runners and I just don't notice. I don't know, I'm very zoned out right now. But yeah, that'd be really cool. That'd be a nice surprise. It looks like Sharpless is about to head out, doing one more heal, get his psychic points up for the long road ahead of him. I'm not sure if Sharpless has enough money. Definitely has a surplus of XP. Yeah, it's grinding for a bit longer to get the right amount of money. This is the last tile of the encounter zone that he's straddling right now. Tracy shall be level 5 after this fight with the Wally. Pretty cool. So yeah, with levels, you want to make sure, so like, it's pretty random, like the amount of max HP and max psychic points that you have. You want it to be like very high. It's very important actually. But sometimes it can just be like so low because there's like such a large range of like what it can be by this level. But I just noticed Sharpless. Sharpless has like maybe the most insane amount of psychic points I've ever seen. Like actually, like I don't even have that much psychic points from like level 6, and he has like 26 in level 5. I think at least it's I have not played this game in a while, but I think that's like a really good amount for level 5. Okay, so Sharpless doing some shopping, getting some bread. The bread in this game is very important because if you don't know, in this game the bread acts as a sort of a checkpoint. You put the bread down somewhere, then you use its crumbs later to teleport back to that location. This helps a lot with backtracking in this game. It's very important. Saves you a lot of time. And also getting a key item, besides getting, yeah, I got the wooden bat obviously because that's the very important weapon that you must get. Tracy also doing some shopping, getting the same stuff. Yeah, I also got the key item from the top, got the canary. I need that to get one of the melodies, because in this game, to beat this game, you must get all of the melodies, collect all the melodies in various locations, and that is how you beat this game. Unless you do it with glitches, but yeah, without glitches, and you must get all the melodies. That's how it is achieved. Sharpless moving towards the direction of Graveyard. Gonna grind to level 6, or at least level 6, probably level 7 actually. As a safety, I'm not positive though what the runners are doing here. And also, we're retrieving Pippi, which is a character that is integral to advancing the story. There's a girl that is lost in the graveyard that he's trying to retrieve. Yeah, so besides random encounters, there are some encounters in this game that you can just get from like talking to NPCs. Such as the zombie that Tracy just fought. That was, looked like an NPC until you talked to it, and then it was a zombie. Doing that gets some XP. So the best fight you can get for farming XP here is the quadruple bat fight, which Tracy just got, which is really cool. I believe it's probably the most efficient. Also, the gangster zombie, or the gang zombie, Sharpless' fighting is also good, but also a million times more dangerous. Does some big hits. The gang zombie. Ooh, that was close. I think he can hit for 12. I was scared for a second there. I think I've definitely died to gang zombies before. It's like the only enemy you can really die to unless you're like doing something dumb. They can just kind of just like kill you. Now ghosts are not that great of an encounter to get here. They give like not that much XP, although I guess it's a decent amount. I think it's like 5 XP. Now, so the ghost can run away from the fight, which will leave you with no XP and your time completely wasted. Quadruple bet on Sharpless's side. These fellas are feasting well right now, let me tell you. It looks like Sharpless is gonna be level 6 after this for sure. He might be going for level 7 though, because it was the old strat everyone would do in this game to farm to level 7 here, because like the next boss fight they're gonna go to was like, it's like kind of impossible, or it's like a lot better with level 7. But since people are crazy, we're now doing level 6. Fortunately. So as you can see, Sharpless is getting the caskets in the bottom section there. I should just get some pretty fast and free experience. The blank coffins that are censored from the original Japanese version. Yeah, in this version there's some censorship. There's a lot of religion and I guess tobacco taken out, or yeah, like one cigarette taken out. I think I forget how much XP is for level 7. It's been a while. Yeah, straight up don't know, but yeah, they're probably getting there at some point. So yeah, Sharpless is running on the Switch Virtual Console version. It's really cool that they released this game on a Switch Virtual Console. They also released Earthbound at the same time, I believe. I think initially this was only on like the Wii U Virtual Console. That was the only thing it was released for. This game is usually not very popular, so it was pretty cool to see that this was released on NES Virtual Console for the Switch. Happened like sort of, not really recently. I think it was this year for sure. Very cool. gonna pray that. I was hoping that would give Sharpless level 7. It's so dark down here. I don't want to be down here no more. My guess is 307 XP. My opinion. So this will be 312. Each bat gives 4 XP, by the way, so getting like a quadruple bat encounter, for instance, would be 16 XP, and that's really cool. Uh, 22 psychic points at level 6 isn't really a reset. Well, it's a reset, but later in the game, I would say. It's like, the amount of psychic points you have isn't important now, but it is important later. It just makes you have to, like, do some riskier stuff that can ruin everything. Okay, level 7 on Sharpless's end. Shall be moving on now. Unless we feel like doing level 8 strats. Yeah, at level 7, besides just being stronger from like being higher level, you learn another psychic move. As I said before, with Life Up, every single time you get to a new level with a new move, the way to learn this move is by every single fight that you get into, there's a 1 in 4 chance that you will get the move, or you'll learn the move on that fight, and sometimes it can be kind of hard and you just never do learn the move, which is unfortunate. But they will definitely be wanting to learn this move on level 7. It is very important. It is defense up. It will make their chances of not dying on the next boss fight exponentially higher. That is the reason why people grind to level 7. Because the fight is kind of borderline impossible, I'd even say, level 6. Although, you know, people still do it. Oh, it was 327. I was kind of close. I knew there was a 7 in there. Okay, so next, Sharpless, where is he going? He's going to... Wait, where's he going? Wait, did he... Wait... I think he, answered... Yeah, I think he accidentally answered incorrectly, because when you, pick up Pippi, you're supposed to, it was like a yes or no prompt. You're supposed to answer no, and if you do that, you get the Franklin badge, which is, the most important item in the game, probably, or one of them. But I think he answered incorrectly on accident. So I had to go back to Pippi to get it. Not that big of a deal, though. Okay, so here you can see Sharpless starting out. So here's the first unveiling of this category's signature strategy. One of the most fascinating things I've ever done seen. It is menu walking, dubbed menu walking. So in this game, it's a tile-based game, tile-based movement in case you've already not caught on to that. And if you open your menu right as you get onto a tile, it'll make it so you do not get an enemy, even if it's in an encounter zone. So you can like use that to you can just like menu over and over and over as you walk to skip enemies. And that's a pretty important exploit because it can make the route very interesting because you just skip literally everything, basically, except the things that are absolutely necessary. So you can just like walk through huge encounter zones that you're right now, Sharpless is like decently leveled for this area. So like technically for this, so he's moving into the zoo, and technically you don't even need to menu walk for the zoo, but it's just faster overall on average, unless you're like very lucky with not getting encounters. And because the encounters in zoo, I mean, they are just there's like one, the tiger can just kill you, but besides that, the other enemies are like not that big of a deal for him right now with his level. But later in the game, he's not going to level up at all after this point for like the longest time. But he's going to be like moving through these encounter zones that are like way ahead of where like his level should be at. So it's very scary if you like mess up menu walking, because menu walking is actually way harder than it probably looks. You gotta like time your menu, sort of. You gotta do it over and over and over and over, and your hands, arms, whatever, probably get tired, your wrist. It's very common for like every single runner to like miss a few spaces accidentally, and just like end up running out of control. Which can, you know, give you since you're in an encounter zone, you have that like little chance of getting an encounter, which you do not want. Yeah, at least it's not the end of the world if it gets one here. I'm confused. Do they both? Is there a strategy I don't know about? Wait, the crumbs? Wait, hold on. Yeah, I'm confused, but yeah. Sharpless approaching the zoo office. This is the home of father, the antithesis to mother. He will end many runs. But hoping this goes okay. Basically getting the melody from the canary. One of the many melodies that must be collected from this game to achieve victory. Okay, so I'm not sure if Sharpless has learned defense up yet. If not, he'll have to like run around in this area and try to get encounters to learn. Okay, he just learned it right there. Okay, that was cool. So he has defense up, he's now ready to do this battle. So he's gonna use Rope first of all to hold the Starman down, then just attack him and hope he doesn't run or escape from the rope. I don't know the exact chances of the Starman Jr. escaping from the rope. I would say 50-50 is what it seems like. Like each turn he has a chance of breaking out, just hope he does not do that. So he broke out without even getting a hit off. That's usually the case, honestly. But he did get his defense up and healed before he broke out, which is good at least. Oh, it's scary. So his basic attacks, since he got his defense up, his basic attacks are gonna be oh no! Oh no, he just smashed him, no! Okay, well he just died on the Starman Jr. That hurts, but it's kind of expected with this with Starman Jr. Very scary fight. So he's gonna have to go back. So he has no rope, which should make the fight a lot harder. But with defense up, doing a no rope battle isn't like the worst thing necessarily. Hopefully he gets lucky this time. Okay, so yeah, with Starman Jr., the scary thing is like, yeah, as I was saying, since your defense is up, his basic attacks, like his regular attacks, don't do that much to you anymore. But he has his psychic moves, which is Beam Alpha and Beam Gamma. Beam Alpha will always do 30 no matter what. Which is scary because, you know, you have like a little over 40 HP, 50 HP, 60 maybe if you're lucky. So 2 of those can just take you out immediately if you just like, if the outspeeds work that way. But the really good thing you want to see in that fight is Beam Gamma, because you got the Franklin badge from Pippi, and that will reflect the Beam Gamma. It won't kill Starman Jr. like it does with some other enemies where you reflect it. But it will just waste a lot of his psychic points, and also, yeah, just do nothing to you because it reflects on the Franklin badge. Because in the fight, Starman Jr. only has enough psychic points for, I think, either 4 Beam Alphas or a Beam Alpha and a Beam Gamma. And you're hoping for him to, like, you know, blow 1 Beam Gamma, so that, and then after that you feel pretty safe. Especially with the defense up. So with the menu walking, sometimes, as you notice, sometimes people will just walk or run, because in this game is different from Mother 1, the original Japanese version, in that this one has the running feature, which just speeds up the entire game. It's not really a real run, it just speeds up everything around Nintendo, which is, I guess, cool. And you can do that to make your menu walking faster, but it's also more dangerous because it's easier to like fumble where you're going if you're like running around instead of just like walking and playing it safe. But yeah, definitely like a lot faster to run. Running is very fast in this game. Okay, it looks like Tracy now gonna fight Starman Jr. Hoping for no smashes, no alphas. Get roped up. Doesn't break out. Wait, Tracy used defense up? But it doesn't matter. Starman Jr. is like not breaking out at all. That's really good. Okay, just broke out that turn. Oh, so Tracy was saving defense up for after Starman Jr. breaking out of the rope. And they got a Gamma. So that's really good news. Tracy has like no chance of dying here at all. Yeah, Starman Jr. is down now. Really good fight. That was quite good. Tracy is now good to go. Tropless going again. This is scary because I don't think he has a rope this time. I think he thought he'd. Oh no. I think he was hoping for the rope to magically appear. Yeah, as long as there's like not many Beam Alphas, he should be fine. He has enough psychic points to sustain his HP. Okay, nice. Got a Gamma. That's very good. You can only use 1 Beam Alpha past this point, and there it is. Okay, he should be fine, I think. Wait, did he? Oh, he attacked. Okay, I'm scared. Nice. Yeah, okay, he's definitely fine. There's no way he can die here. Unless Starman Jr. smashes, which, I mean, I am... Okay, there we go. Down. Bad. Right, so both of them passed one of the hardest parts of the runs, one of the biggest run killers. So that's very good. So next place they're trying to go to, they're going to try to get Lloyd, their little fella, their little buddy from Thanksgiving or whatever it's called. There's many names for places, depending on language. Because yeah, in this run, so yeah, there's like a few fellas in this game you can get. You can get like Teddy, you can get Anna, you can get Lloyd. But in this run, you only get Lloyd because he's the only character that's necessary for advancing the story to beat the game. Because you need Lloyd to blow open these rocks that are blocking these train tracks. It's very necessary to continue the game. And also he does other stuff too. He like I think you need him for something else too. I think to like repair a boat. Yeah, anyway, he's a very important person to have on your thing. Yeah, doing some menu walking. This area isn't necessary to menu walk in, but it is kind of advisable to menu walk here because some of the enemies here can sort of kill you if you're like super unlucky. It has happened, so I don't blame people for menu walking here, especially in this marathon. Cause yeah, some enemies you just want to run from, or you could just kill them, but I think running's probably better. But so running in this game is interesting. It's always a 50% chance, regardless of like how much stronger you are compared to the enemy. It's always 50-50. And sometimes it seems a little less than 50-50. Sometimes you do like try run like 6 times and just end up dying. It's been known to happen. Alright, so Tracy and Magicant. Getting the big bag. The big bag is a healing item that you can just use over and over and over and over. It's basically infinite in the context of this category. It heals for as much as a life up, so like 30 HP-ish. And I think it gives you like 30, I believe, of that healing available to you before it runs out. That will be important later. So Tracy, besides getting the big bag, they also saved at the house in Magicant. I think that's because they're gonna do the Death Warp. Because you need to get back here at some point, and actually, it might just mean I don't know if it's a Death Warp setup. It might just be a safety save. Yeah, Magicant kind of sucks because you need to come back here 2 times. You can either like Death Warp or like walk all the way back. There is an item you can get in like the old route that would teleport you to Magicant, but it's too slow to get here. So instead, we just have to like do whatever, like Death Warp or just walk our behinds all the way back to Magicant, which takes a while. Sharp was also getting the big bag. Very good decision. Taking the save. I'm not sure. I don't think I saw Tracy do I think Tracy did something besides the Death Warp when I saw them earlier. I don't know if that's intentional or not. Because yeah, they could just do another safety save past this point, and that other safety save was just like one to like have a checkpoint in case they accidentally die here. So yeah, here in this Magican cave, a lot of the enemies can definitely kill you. There's one in particular, the triple eye encounter. Three eyes, your odds of dying are kind of high if you cannot run immediately, because you cannot kill them, you're not strong enough. So you must try running, which is 50-50. Sharp was taking the heal to make sure his psychic points are full. Having full psychic points is very important. He has 35? What? Okay, so look at Tracy's side, talking to the most depressed man alive. Only mildly more so than me. Okay, so Sharpless just got a Groucho amigo, which gives you XP if it runs away, which is interesting. It's really interesting concept because that enemy can run away, which randomly gives you experience points, and quite a good bit of them actually. Very friendly encounter, very cool to see. Sharpless getting a bit of a scary encounter there. You don't get any encounters here, although some are a little nice, like the Groucho. It's not the Gaucho. I have Steely Dan brain. Yeah, menu walk. Yeah, that's why menu walking is really scary. You can like pretty easily just like miss a tile, and if you miss a single tile, you can like get enemies a lot more than you'd think. It's more likely than you'd think. Okay, so yeah, they're trying to get Lloyd, but before they go get Lloyd, they must go to the factory down here, because this factory possesses a bottle rocket, which is necessary for getting Lloyd onto your squad. Lloyd loves the rockets, and he will not join if you don't have it. What item is this? Oh, the sword. I think he's gonna. Yeah, I think Sharpless is getting the sword to sell. Sells for a good bit. There is no version of this game that forbids the menu spamming, sadly. It's kind of, I don't know. Because basically, the route was not always like this. The route actually had like none of this menu walking at all at some point, but then it changed when like a Japanese runner, Takahashi, I think that's his name, I might have messed it up, when he had the idea to just menu walk and skip everything, which cuts out doing a lot of other stuff in the run. And it's weird because I think we've always known that if you menu on a tile, it can make it so you do not get an enemy on that tile, but we never knew that it was so fast. So even before this really questionable strategy was a thing, we did sometimes abuse that, I don't know if I call it glitch, just like bug, I guess. Like, for example, later in the game, they're gonna be teleporting, and when you teleport, you gotta, like, change directions by moving, and it's really dangerous if you just, like, move without using the menu to, like, skip an encounter. It's, like, really scary, because it's, like, at the very end of the game where, like, the strongest enemies are, and you really wanna skip them, because we've always done that where we try to skip the enemies when teleporting. So it'll just make that a lot scarier, but I guess I don't know, it's difficult. I have thought about the idea of that sort of category, though. So I don't think, yeah, Sharpless didn't go to the factory first. He's doing another strategy here. I think he's gonna get the, he's gonna get something to make things easier for himself. Get the repel ring. I forget exactly what the repel ring does. I'm pretty sure just like lowers the encounter rate. Which would be very helpful if he misses menu walking. And some bread by the school to backtrack later. I think it's pretty cool strategy. Sorry, kind of belched slightly. Alright, so Tracy has Lloyd secured. Secured Lloyd. Lloyd secured. But Tracy also got the sword. I think Tracy's getting the repel ring too. Perhaps, potentially, maybe. I'm not actually sure. I don't know what's happening anymore. I think it's a pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool safety though. Yeah, 640 for the sword. That's a pretty big amount of money, I must say. Yeah, I guess a category where you cannot menu walk would also be kind of hard to enforce. Just watching through an entire run just to make sure that like a runner did not menu walk for a single space. But I think it would be a fun like challenge run. I don't know if it would be a good like actual speedrun.com category. I've thought about it. The old route is just brutal beyond words. Like the menu walking is the better alternative for the runner, maybe not the viewer. Because I guess the old route was a lot more interesting. Death was around the corner at every given moment. I guess things haven't changed, like if you mess up your menu walking and get an encounter that kills you, but like even more so, your odds of living were probably like less than 1% on any given run. Janitor talking about his wife or whatever. This part of the game is cool. You get to see like the two most interesting NPCs. You get to see the depressed guy and the depressed guy who also hates his wife. Then has a redemption arc and loves his wife, and then shows you to Jeffrey or Jeff Lloyd. His name is Lloyd. Right, Tracy is breaded to the gills. Putting bread down at the train tracks. Gonna do some backtracking. Gonna go into a factory that is a lot more scary than the last factory, because the last factory had rats in it, which are very safe. Safe to the point where they didn't even do any menu walking if you noticed inside of the factory. But in this next factory, there are some of the most scary enemies in the game that will definitely kill, or maybe not like 100% of the time kill, but sometimes kill you. Yeah. So we're gonna be a huge bit of menu walking in this huge jumbo factory. So yeah, they've been throwing away the ball rockets. That's because they're useless. There is no use for them in this run whatsoever. Sadly. They will buy super bombs later, which is a Jeff item, which is, you know. It's cool to see Lloyd do something. Well, Lloyd is good in this run for uh, blowing up a rock. He also blows up a dragon. Yeah, I think power strats are very cozy. Maybe a little boring. Maybe a little offensive to the ears. I think it's an acquired taste, though. The sound of it does sound good, you just don't know it yet because it's your first time seeing it. It's like discovering a new type of music. Like it's exactly like Vocaloid, if you're familiar. It's like that. It doesn't sound very good at first, but I assure you it is. Alright, Sharpless making his way uptown. Gonna be following Tracy. Yeah, this factory is kind of large. I don't... Oh no, Tracy missed like a single Talongon encounter. This one... Oh, they might... Please run. Oh, wait. They only did... Wait, I thought they did more damage than that. I thought they did like 30 or something. Okay. It's not as scary as I thought. If they did 30 attack, like didn't run the second turn, that would have been kind of scary. I mean, Lloyd dying in general, it's like you want Lloyd to be alive here. In old routes, Lloyd dying would not be that big of a problem, but here, Lloyd dying is pretty important, although I guess you can back it up slightly. It would just waste a lot of time. Because you want Jeff to be alive you want Lloyd to be alive at the end of this factory because he needs to interact with this with the rocket that only he can interact with properly to blow up a rock and on the train tracks to open up the path to continue the rest of the game. And if he's not alive, then it's kind of awkward in that final room with the rocket here. The version of this game being played, good question. This is the English prototype version of the game, which, so Tracy, I believe, is playing on an EverDrive, so they're, like, using the ROM of the game on original console on NES, because it's, like, an NES ROM. And Sharpless is playing on the Switch Virtual Console version of the game, which is the same ROM, NES version on Switch. Which is why it looks really clean. Yeah, this game was also on a Wii U Virtual Console. It was the only other Virtual Console that it was released on besides Switch. Yeah, I think this came out on Switch like earlier this year, alongside Earthbound for the Super Nintendo Virtual Console. If you're buying Switch Online for like Splatoon 3 or something and not for Earthbound Beginnings, it's kind of messed up. You're missing out on a whole lot of stuff, honestly. It's one of the advantages of the Switch Online feature. Bring up the command prompt. They're hacking into the encountered rates. Okay, so Tracy has activated the rocket and will now be heading out of that diabolically long fortress of a factory. We'll be doing some more menu walk. You're probably really sad that you might have thought that menu walking was over, but it's not over. There's still a little bit left. They just won't be menu walking inside of places that don't have encounters, obviously, because there's no point. But yeah, once they get back into an encounter zone, like right there, they shall continue the fun. Lloyd is like the double D of Earthbound Beginnings. He does a lot of stuff with machines. Oh no, Sharpless. Wait, was that intentional death? I don't think so. I feel so bad that I didn't see that. That's okay. That's definitely not intentional. Oh no. Okay, so I'm assuming he got encounter in the factory, which killed him because, like I said, the encounters there are very scary to get. Yeah, it's definitely a huge setback. At least he has the crumbs, so he can go back to there instead of walking all the way back from Magican again. Yeah, menu walking, yeah, it ignores encounters 100% of the time, because, like, it's like skipping any sort of encounter, whatever, with, just bringing up the menu instead. It just, like, cancels any sort of encounter that could happen. But yeah, if you for whatever reason are not a fan of this menu walking, I guess I have good news for you. Later on this run, so they'll still have to both skip encounters because they're gonna be super underleveled. They have no way of like getting leveled up except for like after a certain point. So what they're doing to skip encounters instead of doing this menu walking is teleporting. They can just like use teleporting, which is you know, I guess intended to be used to just, you know, go to places. But with the way it works in this game, or this game series, as you might know, you can, it's not like just a regular teleport, you just like press a button, you teleport. You gotta like have space to teleport, and you have to like fly around for a little bit and make sure you like are able to move around a lot, so you can like have a runway to teleport, because like you need that. And if you don't have that space to teleport, then you just crash, and they're actually going to be doing the teleporting on purpose, intentionally, to skip encounters, so they're going to be like crashing on purpose. Which will, do the exact same thing as menu walking here, except it's a lot faster, and I would even say safer, since, you know, there's a lot less room for error. Okay, so Tracy's now out of the encounter zone. Going to get the teleport move, like I said. Teleport shall change this run tremendously, make things a lot better. Learn the teleport from this baby. Yeah, same teleport mechanics are sort of in play for Earthbound speedruns, where yeah, people just crash on purpose, but use a teleport to traverse around enemies. But here it's just easier because like the enemies don't even exist at all, really. Tracy's free from menu walking jail. It's very fast train. Yeah, I think I tried routing Manip for oh, hold on. Alright, so Tracy's doing a teleport to so Tracy's gonna teleport out of here, but before they teleport out of here, they're going to get the checkpoint for this area, Halloween, because they're gonna go back there later, but for the time being, they're gonna go to Easter or Youngstown, if you're English. So some of the teleports begin. There's gonna be a huge section here. Teleports are really cool to look at, I think. Also very fun to do. Every runner's got like different teleports. So yeah, like I said, doing this to skip all these encounters and doing it quite fast. Oh no, Sharpless died again, no! This is very unfortunate. Yeah, menu walking, it's just always scary. Oh, Tracy got an encounter too. Oh no, looks like Lloyd died. Not big of a deal. Not that big of a deal though. I think actually wait. I think Lloyd can maybe get healed here. I'm not positive. I don't know. Pippi, please heal Lloyd. Please heal my friend. So this is awkward for Tracy. That's even... Oh, maybe they're dying on purpose. That would be a decent idea, maybe. Or I don't know, actually. Yeah, it looks like a death warp. Or intentional death. Lloyd is useful here because here... So, yeah, teleport takes psychic points, obviously, and... Yeah, so Tracy's just getting healed at the Magicant thingy. Lloyd is pretty important for the teleporting section because you need psychic points to teleport, and you need to... So yeah, you know with bread you can just like use it and teleport back to some area. So for that, Tracy's basically placing bread down by a healer so that Tracy can just go by there every single time to refill their psychic points to teleport more, so it's like a daisy chain of breads. So So like one person places bread down where they left off, other person places them down by the healer, and they go back and forth like that to make sure that they always have the proper amount of psychic points. Yeah, Sharpless is on the second factory. The scary one. Yeah, so besides, so like that, doing the bread daisy chain is not the only method of refilling Nintendo's psychic points. You can also just use the Psy Stone, which you gotta pick up in this run. It's like your last resort for refilling your psychic points, but it's kind of so like it refills your psychic points by, or let's say like around like 19 or 20 on average. But it has like a chance of breaking. I think it's like 1 in 8 chance of breaking every single time that you use it, which can be scary because you definitely been a lot of times where you just use it once and it breaks immediately. So you're just like out of psychic points for the rest of the whatever sequence. But as a last resort, you can just menu walk instead of teleporting, and that's very slow, but I guess it'll get the job done. Yeah, teleporting is quite fast, as you can see. It is pretty cool. One thing that's really cool, so teleporting in this game is objectively better than teleporting in Earthbound. Sorry, but like, so the thing is, in this game, when you teleport, as you can see, they just like crash, then immediately just like get out of the crash. But in Earthbound, if you crash when you teleport, you're like stuck there for like 5 seconds. Not actually 5 seconds, but like for a long time, kind of. But here, you just get out of it instantly, which is very cool. So teleporting is like very fast-paced in this. Also, teleporting is just interesting in a tile-based movement game, I think. I don't see what happened. Is everything okay over there? Okay, I think we're fine. Okay, teleport's still gonna take a while. But Tracy is approaching Mount Itoy, which is interesting place. We'll see shortly. It looks like Sharpless is getting really close to the rocket room. Please give him all of your energy. Everyone say beep, 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 beep out loud to give him courage. Right, Tracy retrieving a bunch of life up cream for sustenance. So life up cream is a healing item that heals all of your HP. It's like 999 healing, so it doesn't matter how much you have, it'll just heal you. I'm gonna be using that for many parts of the game, mainly Gygus, or Geeg, or Googie, or Gregory. He's right there. Alright, nice, he made it. Alright, Sharpless is in there. It's very good to see. You know, Tracy's inside of Mountain Toy right now, like inside of it, and I think it's a really interesting part to teleport in because it's very narrow, as you can see. Teleporting can be quite difficult. the runners still make it work. Nice teleport from Tracy in that room. That one's tough. Now Tracy's using the Psychic Stone, Psy Stone, Psychic Stone, Psy Stone. Hopefully it doesn't break too fast, because I still think they need to use it like at least 2 more times. Okay, Sharpless making his way to the cactus for the next melody, and then after the cactus to Easter. Or Youngtown. Both are fine with me. I don't know if it's Young. Okay. I thought it was Youngstown, but it's Youngtown I just saw from Tracy's teleport menu. Thanks for that. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's RNG based. The Psy Stone. Our dependence on the Psy Stone has dropped in this category compared to previous routes. That's very good. There's some routes that are kind of you gotta use it like 10 times at least and hope it does not break. I would say more than 10, but yeah, it's just like a lot. It's Tracy generating those psychic points. And also getting, so Tracy's doing his strat, so Tracy had some stuff in their inventory that they needed to use, which made it so they couldn't hold that much life up cream, so now that they do have more space, they went back to get some more. I don't know, looks like Shovel's got a really scary encounter. See if he can run. Nice, he ran. Alright, that's good. He shall use the big bag to recover. Yeah, he's gotta make sure he's full HP, or reduces his chance of dying by a good bit here. Tracy nearing the end of the teleporting sequence. Might heal in the house, perhaps. They're gonna heal in the house to get the psychic points and stuff back up to full. Also, I definitely want to save here for sure, because this next, yeah, like I said, at the beginning of this run, there are 2 parts of this run where you do a, oh, Tracy's in the lead currently. There are 2 grinds in this game where you grind for either money or XP. Here, they're going to be grinding for XP in the top of Mount Itoi. Because you need to be level 25 for the dragon fight in Magic Ant. So to get this XP, they're going to be using Eve, which is a robot that does like infinite amounts of damage to every single enemy, and farm XP that way on N10. This grind is also very scary, which is why Tracy saved and why, yeah, anyone in any sort of marathon setting should 100% save, because your odds of dying in the grind are kind of high, especially in the beginning of the grind, when you're very vulnerable, your HP and stuff is not as high as you like it to be. Once you get past like the early levels, past a certain point, you'll feel a lot safer once you're like above 100 something HP. But even then, you can die. Like, the thing about this grind, you can die whenever at any given moment, which is extremely terrifying. It would be very unlucky though if you're like really high HP, but still. So yeah, if they were to die at any point, they'd go back to the save they made. So like this grind might also take a while. Like it could take a long time, like 20 minutes maybe. If they die like near the end, or probably more than, I don't know actually how long this lasts. But if it lasts for 20 minutes and they just die, then they go back all the way back to the phone at the start and gotta do it all over again. Looks like Sharpless is almost in the clear. Yep, Sharpless is now in the clear into Easter. It's really good news. Sharpless should now be getting teleport from the baby. Let's go. Okay, so yeah, in the grind that Tracy's doing currently, you really do not want Lloyd to be alive. Lloyd needs to die because he will, suck up all of the XP, or not only absorb half the XP, but also, like the leveling, amount of time it takes for the leveling to just go through. It takes forever with the text going by so slowly, just like over and over, it's leveling up when you don't want him to even level up. Just a waste of time. So he's hoping for these enemies to actually kill Lloyd, which can take a long time. Sometimes you can get lucky and have it happen instantly, but Tracy got kind of unlucky here, or is currently getting unlucky. Continuously has never not gotten unlucky, is in the process of, it's never ended, it's still going, it's ongoing. So yeah, need Lloyd to just die. But it's hard when when they keep getting singular encounters, because the only way that Lloyd can really die here is if you get like a multiple encounter. Because you know, Eve will just one-shot everything. And don't Eve misses sometimes, but only like 1% of the time. Like less. It's like so rare. So yeah, since Nintendo's the person that they want all the XP on. So yeah, want Lloyd to not have any part in that. So yeah, Nintendo needs to get to level 25. Really slows down the process when Lloyd is soaking up all of the XP. Okay, so here it is. This is the one fight that you want to get. This is the best fight in the game, but it's also the most scary fight in the game, the Quadruple Starman. It gives you a disproportionately large amount of experience points compared to other enemies. It is extremely good. In fact, this is like the determining factor of how good your run is at this point in the game. Just how many of these encounters you get. But yeah, again, it is very risky. I am scared for Tracy's safety. Alright, nice. Okay, so Lloyd died because, got beam gammaed. So a cool thing with the Franklin badge, so Nintendo has the Franklin badge here, which as you can see right there, just deflected the beam gamma. And insta-killed the Starman Jr., which can make the fight, a lot faster, and also obviously just having the Franklin badge is safer there. Right, Sharplet's doing his Easter teleports. Teleporting is a very hard part of this game. It takes a lot of practice. A lot of nuances to teleporting. It's very cool and impressive to see it pulled off all the time. Okay, so yeah, Tracy will want to be at full HP at all times here. It is very important. Because it could be the difference between life or death, even like a few HP points. You need, so before the robot fight, you need precisely 13,033 XP. Wait, 13. Wait, I don't know who's right. Yeah, one of us is correct. Yeah. Okay, so Tracy probably still a little bit scared at 80 HP, but once they're like above, like I think like around like 110, 120, that's when you probably feel the most safe. I'm still keeping my eyes peeled for any sort of dangerous encounter that could destroy them. Sharpless doing his Brad Daisy chain to refill his psychic points. I think my logic was that like 13,033, that would give you enough so that after you defeat the robot, you have just enough to get level 25. So I think getting the triple encounter. So you can either get a triple encounters or quadruple encounters for Starman. You can't get like 2 or singles. Right, very good that they did not die there. Should be totally fine. Nice. These Starmen weren't even hitting Nintendo at all. That's really good news. Okay, so I guess I'm just dumb then. That's unfortunate. Sorry about that. Where did 13,033 come from? I'm not sure. Actually, the robot gives you 550 experience. It's still wrong, but I don't know. I'm just trying to piece my brain back together right now. Another quadruple Starman fight, always a thrill. Beam Beta. Dude, Tracy's getting kind of lucky, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes Nintendo's a magnet that attracts every single Beam Beta, which is like the scariest move ever here. I think a single. Has Tracy gotten hit by a single beta? I don't think. Maybe like one. It's really cool though. Tracy or Eve. Yeah, Eve's taken all the hits. Yeah, so Eve has no health bar, by the way, in case you are curious. Eve is indestructible. Eve will never die. And it's improbable. I think it's just, in general, just a waste of time to get Ana. Or no, are talking about Eve, I think. Or wait. Which female are you referring to, perhaps? Or whatever? Yeah, Eve has plot armor. Yeah, if you could pick up Eve before this point in the game, I think you definitely would. Yeah. Because being the game glitchless, the only necessary characters are Ninten and, or, yeah, obviously, and Lloyd. Everything else is just extra, surprisingly. Right, Sharpless and Mountain Toy Caves, very cool teleporting area. Love to see it. Very narrow pathways. So sadly, an enemy is like the Gigaborg. If you deflect a beam gamma, it actually does not kill them, even though it does. Even though it does so for Starman Junior, or no, not Starman Junior, last Starman. Yeah, I feel like it must be weird to just like play this game normally and then not realize that a lot of the other characters are like not necessary. May even make you feel a little dumb, but don't worry, you're not dumb. We're the ones who are dumb for running it in the first place. Here's got a Star Miner fight. So the Star Miners have so they're one of the enemies that can drop something. Star Miners, they're those little elliptical what? They're those little egg-shaped dudes. They have a chance, 1 in 16, I believe, of dropping a super bomb, which doesn't really it's not really that relevant since you just buy one later anyways. Right, another quadruple Starman fight for Tracy. Very cool, but also very scary. But 121 HP at this point is very good. I would personally feel very safe and cozy and warm with 121 HP. Whether or not outgrind is kind of dependent on my stats, but either way, definitely doing a lot of safeties for that. Alright, triple Starman. It is not quadruple Starman, but like basic. It's like basically as good. As long as you see Starman, that's really good. I don't think the Starmen have been hitting Tracy. That's fair. I mean, it's very good thing. I'm not really rooting for them to do that, but I'm just saying it's just an observation. Alright, Sharpless now at the house, about to start the grind too. I don't mean to curse anyone or anything like that, but Tracy still can die, and if they do, Sharpless will be in the lead. I'm just saying. So Sharpless getting the safety save too. It is absolutely necessary for a marathon in the event of dying. Yeah, this category really isn't the greatest race category. It's just very volatile, I guess. Okay, Tracy at level 23, starting to get there. Getting closer to that 13,000. Now at level 24, you're getting very close. Metropolis now entering the slaughterhouse. Hoping for this to go a lot better. So yeah, Sharpless is staying at this bottom section first with all these mooks, because in this bottom section, the only encounter you'll find are these mooks, which are pretty safe for the most part. They can maybe kill you if you're very unlucky. They just took his bread! No, why you do that? They can also steal your stuff. Believe it or not, it's hard to believe, you know, but they can steal your stuff. So staying at the bottom section for these encounters because they're a lot safer than the ones that are up above, although the ones up above you probably will want to go get because they're a lot faster. The mooks are very, very safe. Because the encounters up top are a lot scarier, but yeah, a lot faster, especially the Starmen, which Tracy has now gotten through. Now fighting the robot, the Robo. So the robot needs to attack Eve 3 times. Sometimes the robot just misses over and over and over. Nice gold. Alright, one more hit, and then Eve is down. That's... There we go. Eve dead. Exploded, but took the fella down in the process. Now, Tracy shall be retrieving one of the last melodies from Eve's corpse. Plays a little jingle. But there's another melody that Tracy must get in this area, which they will now go retrieve at this moment. A little bit more of teleporting. It's taking forever to get for a Sharpless to get an encounter. Sometimes it just takes forever to get an encounter. It's even worse in the Japanese version where you cannot run. That's just like true pain. That's why I like the run feature in this game. Right, Tracy getting another melody from the Tombstone. I believe that is the second to last melody that they will be getting in this run. There's just one more. Doing a really cool teleport out of there. But I'm actually third to last. Sorry about that. Sorry. There's another one they must get. Tracy's now going into the mansion, which possesses a piano melody. So doing some more really cool teleporting through this area to get past these encounters. These encounters probably aren't the most dangerous right now for them, but just better to teleport for sure. It's a really fast thing to do, TBH. I like teleports here because like teleporting just down and up a staircase is interesting. Usually you're, teleporting on more of a 3D plane, but there is just like one little thing. Yeah, they can still just crash on like the side of the staircase. Yeah, so I think that Sharpless is trying to get Lloyd to die, which honestly it should just happen at some point since Mooks can use fire, which will hurt everyone on the squad. And will probably one-shot Lloyd if I had to guess. I think it does around 30 damage. Tracy about to do a cool teleport out of this thingy. Oh. It's kind of a weird teleport because you gotta like turn around on the staircase. It's like a weird series of inputs. You gotta like hold left and hold down left and hold, or no, like something weird to like get out of here. Oh no, getting an encounter. Oh, this one sucks, I think. This is a scary one. The card! No! Try again from the other side. This is scary. Learn a psychic move. I wonder which one they learned. Lloyd's still not dead on Sharpless's side. Yeah, I feel like most of the time Lloyd doesn't die when he should. I feel like it's lucky if he does. I think it's left, down, left, then left. No, it's like left, then you hold down, then left, then left again. You do French fry, then pizza, then French fry again. Okay, Tracy is done. Tracy just had enough. This is fine though, because I think next room should be very easy to teleport in, I think. Because it's like a huge runway. Look kind of weird how they just like teleported the side off that staircase. I like how that looks. Okay, Tracy's going to get a rope. Just one singular rope, because they're going to... Actually, they get a rope and a bomb. Because next up is the dragon fight. Oh nice, I didn't see, but Lloyd did die, in fact. On Sharpless's end. It's very good news. Looks like he's moving up now. So Tracy is going to be moving on to the dragon fight very shortly. Which is a very hard fight, but there are multiple ways to cheese it. One is to just like, one involves using Ana, which we do not have currently. The other one, a lot more straightforward probably, is to get Lloyd, not Jeffrey, get Lloyd to use a super bomb on the dragon, which will one-shot it. But to be safe, first, Nintendo's going to be using a rope on the dragon, so the dragon has like a lesser chance of attacking, or just like no chance of attacking before the bomb goes off, unless they outspeed Nintendo. So yeah, just getting like a rope and a bomb. Teleporting out. So I think, yeah, one strategy you can do is, so they're gonna teleport back to Magicant. But another strat that can save a little bit of time is like doing a death warp if the last place you saved was in Magicant. But it's pretty risky because sometimes the death warp is just like impossible. Tracy's making their way. Yeah, without choosing the dragon fight, it's like a pretty scary fight to do for sure. So it's good. It's good that there's just an item in the game that one-shots everything. Okay, so yeah, Sharpless at 94 HP, that's a pretty comfy amount of HP at this point. I feel like he should be fine. Yeah, now Sharpless will be hoping for as many Starmen fights as possible. Okay, Tracy has made it to Magicant Cave and onto Magicant, where the dragon exists at. Making a safety save, it's very important to have a save here. There's no way you can't save here. Because the dragon fight can easily just kill you, and it's very bad. I guess not very bad, but it's like a time waste, I guess. Because the most important item, for the fight is the super bomb, and it's not like you can waste it then die, because if you use it in the first place, the dragon should die, so yeah. Resources is not a problem, except for the rope, I guess. I think Tracy's doing an ocular pat down of the inventory. Going down to the dragon. Oh wait, forgot the bread, maybe? That's whatever, just go kill that dragon. Sharpless level 18. It's like almost halfway to 25 in a sense. Hoping for some Starmen. Or let's see how this fight goes. Alright, nice. So outsped with the rope, so that is an instant kill. Nice. That was like the last part of the game that can be somewhat volatile. Trace has now gotten through it, so that's very good to see. Okay, so Tracy was supposed to put bread down to backtrack more easily, but they gotta teleport back instead. Not that big of a deal though. I didn't see that fight on Tracy's side. I just expected it to end a lot sooner than it did. Annoying fight. Doing fourth D-slip. Fourth D-slip is a very cool move. Use some psychic points to just run from any fight with 100% consistency. That used to be a thing people actually used in the route for purposes other than minor stuff like this, but those are old times. Right, Nintendo's now visiting the Queen, going to show her the melodies and whatever. Don't use Twitter, it's bad for your brain. Play video games instead. So now Tracy is moving on to the final fight, which I mean I don't want to give it away, but it's kind of a really hard fight. You might die a few times. So yeah, just watch out for Gregory. He's very, very strong foe. Tracy's got to do a lot of inventory stuff here because it's kind of in a shambolic state. At this point in the game, got to do a lot of trading, a lot of throwing away, a lot of giving. All that matters, like the only item they even need in their inventory at this point is life up cream. Everything else is irrelevant. Looks like they got 7. 6 is the only amount that's like necessary for this category, but 7 is just whatever. Do the final fight now. Sure hope Lloyd doesn't die immediately. Alright, Trouble's getting a lot closer to 13, let's just say 13,000 approximately XP. Oh no, it's him, it's the mother. Drop, let's get in a Star Miner fight. Let's see if we get that Super Bomb drop. No. Super Bomb drop, not that important, but it is like a little faster. Being verbally abused by Gregory Simulator. Something about this game on the Switch Virtual Console doesn't seem right. It's just like way too clean. Okay, so for this final part, you must sing 11 times. Sing all the melodies to Geeg, because it will, that's how you beat the game. This is not a fight that you can beat with violence. This is a more sophisticated game. Must have boiled the pin connector on their Switch dock. There's no way you can get this clean of a display otherwise. Must be streaming with like a million bajillion bitrate too. Giga doesn't like singing, but I could spoil it if you want. Just yeah, let's just say yeah, trauma. He's singing Justin Bieber. That'd be a really funny meme in 2010. Okay, Sharpless is very close. Very, very, very close. In fact, I think a singular more Starman fight could do it. What do you know? It's not a Starman, but it's like looks kind of like one. I've been fooled before. Hey, thanks for raid. Coming at a great time. Many things are happening. We're coming to our thrilling conclusions, plural. I'm like not gonna lie to you. I don't know what melody, what sing Tracy's on. They are getting pretty close to 11 though, I think. Alright, Sharpless fighting the Robo. Robot needs to hit Eve 3 times to kill Eve, because that is necessary to progress in the game, even though Eve is really cool. Sometimes the robot misses. Robot has missed 2 times so far. It's not good. Three times. One more hit. 4 times. There we go. That's about par for the course, like 4 times. Sorry, I'm laughing. Sorry about that. Okay, so Eve down, he collected the melody from Eve's corpse. Teleporting to get the next melody at the tombstone. Some more teleporting for you. Teleporting is very cool. Very cool part of this run. Probably it's like, yeah, teleporting in this game is like really cool. It is better than teleporting in Earthbound, because it's there's no delay between teleports when you crash. I have audio muted, I have no way of knowing what the melodies are. Okay, that was the 10th. Or 9 or something. Okay, 9. Sharpless shall be gathering. Okay, there we go. Tracy has won. Finish the run. Googie is defeated. I believe time ended on that last thing. So 208 something, yeah. Okay, so Sharpless bought a rope, going to buy a super bomb to do the same dragon strategies. Let's get some GGs for Tracy. Very good run, actually. Very impressive. Unfortunately, not too many bad things happened, such as in Sharpless's run. That was very unfortunate. Duncan's factory was very dangerous, very, you know... Getting that super bomb. So yeah, the super bomb that Sharpless is getting right now, that will one-shot the dragon he's going to fight. It's a very cool way to just choose the fight, basically. because usually it's very difficult to do. He's getting a runway to teleport, I think. It's a good idea. All these characters we've never seen before. Speedrunning is always really cool because you can just like skip everything, then see a bunch of you know, things at the end of things that you didn't even see. Yeah, I don't think I clarified that you're on Famicom, but I just said you're on like the NES version. Wait, oh, I don't think Sharpless went to Halloween yet. So that's what he's doing. He needs to get the melody from there first. Take the train there first. We get this really cool cutscene with the really cool music. Yeah. I was clarifying that the music was playing because I wasn't sure if the audio was playing, so yeah. Really cool song. Oh yeah, Sharpless still has 2 more melodies to get. Yeah, I assume so. It's probably using the bread from or for safety, or yeah, for circumstances. I don't know, there's no differences. I mean, frame rate probably different. I'm not positive though. I would assume. But in terms of like the actual differences in the game, there aren't any at all. That I know of at least. No, the Japanese version is the exact same on a Virtual Console as it is on a Famicom. Like, same glitches and stuff work. Same degree of censorship on this version, too. Yeah, Sharpless would usually teleport in Halloween just to get the checkpoint, then go somewhere else, but due to unfortunate circumstances, he had to go there later. More cool teleports. Yeah, virtual consoles in general tend to be slower, but not all the time. For a lot of NES games, at least. Yeah, these are some nice teleports. Oh no! I jinxed it. Okay, so that's not the worst thing ever, but that's kind of unfortunate. So yeah, that area is kind of tight to teleport in. Let's you gotta like crash at just the right spots for like both your teleports, or else you're gonna like be too far up or be too far back and teleport out. Yeah, it's actually it's like it's really close there. Yeah, fortunately, I mean, things have gone pretty bad for Sharpless, just like some really unlucky stuff. But luckily, there are some things that didn't happen, like a really late death in the Eve grind that would have wasted like I don't even know how many minutes, like up to 20 maybe. So just think about all the things that have not happened, I guess, and yeah. 'Cause, yeah, this could have been a lot. This could have been a lot slower, like a lot closer to estimate than it ended up being. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of the game left. It's just getting the melody at the end here, then fighting Dragon, and then it's basically over. Getting the piano melody there. I want to see if he does the what sort of teleport he does out of here. Oh, he's going for the really cool one. This one's really hard to line up though. You gotta like do a specific series of inputs because you gotta turn around on a staircase, which is very weird. You might not think it's possible, but it is. It's like it just works out in some weird way. Yeah, Tracy was talking with this truck. Tracy ended up going to like the other room to teleport, and that's not that bad of an idea. It's kind of hard. It really sucks sometimes. Series of inputs is like you gotta like hold left at the top, or you gotta like hold left at any moment. Because if you're holding left while you're teleporting, you don't actually turn. Because okay, there we go. Yeah, it's just bailing on it. Like hold left, then down left, then left again. But there is something weird. Taking the heal for psychic points to do some teleports. And me going back to Magic Hand. So yeah, and some older routes of this category, and also just in general, there's an item in Magic Hand called the Onyx Hook, which you get from fighting a boss, but it ends up being way too slow in this current route, so we don't get the Onyx Hook. Instead, we just have to like walk back, which takes a while, which is kind of annoying, but it is what we must do. You can also Death Warp back to Magic Hand, but I think probably not the best for a marathon. You probably want to do some other safety saves instead of having your previous save being there. Your most recent save. Well, this won't work if you like save somewhere else, but you don't need to save anywhere else besides Magic Camp. Unless for safety. The best way to Death Warp though is to go like in Easter, because there's some enemies that can yeah, they had the yeah, I forgot, they had the save on Itori. That makes a lot of sense. Best place to Death Warp though would be anywhere where enemies have PK Gamma. Because just throw away your Franklin badge since you don't need it, and you can just get like one shot potentially. But yeah, if you're doing a marathon, like the save in Mount Notori before the Eve grind is completely necessary, so like you're not gonna Death Warp in that case. So that makes a lot of sense. I didn't think of that. It's used to in runs, 'cause, like in runs, if you die in Eve grind, it's just like, yeah, who cares? It's like if I die, the run was already over. But here, it's like, you know, you gotta just like not, you know, die there, or make, or not save there. Doing the fourth D slip makes a very nice sound. Got a lot of stuff right now, man. I got a lot of stuff. So Sharpless now approaching Dragon, pulling up with all the resources necessary to kill him. So all he needs to do here is have Ninten outspeed with the rope, and then it's fine. But otherwise, the dragon can actually kill both of them, and he'll have to try again, which is why he saved right there at the start of Magic Hand. Nice. Alright, got it. With that very clean dragon fights, there are many times where you can just like take a death or two in that instance. Yeah, second grind, the Eve grind is very dangerous. It's dangerous throughout the entire like portion of it, but mainly during the beginning when you're like the most weak. Right, now that Sharpless has all the melodies, he will now be going to Queen Married, or whatever, and then showing the melodies, and then, yeah. Will be teleported to a place. So once again, he will be heading into the Geek fight, which is probably the easiest fight ever. There's not really any challenge whatsoever. You just like heal and sing. In the 80% category, that fight's a lot more scary, but here it's just not even like remotely difficult. Yeah, getting an encounter in Duncan's factory can just straight up kill you for sure. That's very hard to see. This game's got great music. I don't want to sing along because I don't know how off I'm gonna be this stream delay. Break the RNG. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Pulling up to Geek. Yeah, so I don't think I even talked about the fight last time, so let me talk about it right now. So for the first turn, Nintendo will use Psy Shield, and that's because it's going to cut all the damage he takes in half, which is very important because otherwise he would just die very easily. Lloyd will die, but that's fine because he's not important. And also, it's just like impossible to keep him alive. Yeah, basically, just like use Psy Shield, then Ninten will continue to heal himself and guard until he is capable of until he's capable of singing, because he cannot sing until a certain point in the fight. Did he swap the inventory? I don't know. I think he did it earlier. I don't know if he did all the menuing earlier, but I think he did in like Magic Hand probably before he used the bread. Yeah, there we go, guys. A lot of Life of Cream. Life of Cream will get him to full HP whenever he uses it. I think that was the first thing right there. It's the first thing. Yeah, you must sing 11 times for the fight to end and to beat the game. The only way this fight could be remotely interesting is if he skips healing for like a little bit to increase the odds of his death. Wink, wink. Don't do that. It is faster though to skip healing for some turns. Just get more things off instead. You can save probably like 4 seconds at least every single time that you do that. I think Tracy's Starman grind in this run was good. It had at least I was seeing a lot of Starman. Also, did I just call it the Starman grind or the Eve grind? I don't know. It's basically the same thing. Can you defeat Geeg differently? I guess. Not in this case though. For speedrunning, it takes because you'd have to like have someone else heal themselves over and over. It's weird and have like someone else have high HP too, but it's not like yeah, it's not efficient with time. I'm pretty sure, to my knowledge, you can have multiple people sing and it's faster. I think. Oh no, it's not really a thing in a speedrun. Because Nintendo's the only person that ever like lives for this fight here. Oh no, no, this fight is like no, it doesn't die like that. This fight cannot be won with violence. Would be cool though if there was some glitch where you could do that. Yeah, very similar to the Gygus third phase in Earthbound, if you are familiar. Or in that you're praying button this year singing. So yeah, like we said before, if anyone's wondering why Geek does not like this song and wants the song to stop, I guess the answer that doesn't really give away too much spoiler-wise is trauma. Yeah, like I was wondering if the Viper glitch would be a thing in this game too, but or like just like some like similar glitch would be cool. I have no idea. Let me turn on audio for a bit. I think that was a ninth thing right there, so he has two more. Yeah, quite sure that was ninth thing. I'm gonna get close. Jingus. Gingle bells. Gokert? I've never heard that one before. That's a good one. Alright, last thing is when the time ends. So once the screen starts flashing, and time. GG's, Sharpless. Really good showing. Very unfortunate stuff happening though in that run. I feel really bad about that. But yeah, GG to Sharpless. Also GG to Tracy. Congratulations to Tracy on that one. Gregory. Game has a pretty cool credit sequence. Please be careful with your words. This game has a really cool credit sequence. The Japanese version, all that happens is that you get like stuck on this screen here. Nintendo and Lloyd look back at the camera, and then credits roll behind them. But here you get to see all sorts of stuff with really cool music. You get to see the epilogue. You get to see all these people that you do not even see in the actual speedrun. Yeah, this category is very unique. There's not a lot of, I feel like there's not a lot of speed games that are like this. Just a lot of weird stuff. Also cool stuff. Boyd still did not die during the Eve grind. He's still alive. Boyd still did not die during the Eve grind. He's still alive.
Alright, well, congratulations to our
This very day.
Great job, Jacoby. Well, congratulations. Coming up next, we got Earthbound All Photos by Octopuskull, so be sure to stick around for that. All Photos by Octopuskull, so be sure to stick around for that.